Welcome to Special Place Ranch, our farm and homestead in East Texas. On this channel I create homestead content from preserving the harvest to 2-week farm update videos, which is what this one is right here. Okay, this is the alfalfa they get every day, and because we've got babies eating, we wet it down, stir it up, wet it down, stir it up, because the babies can eat too much and they start to choke. The boys do this too, so we just throw it on the ground instead of wetting theirs, because this is kind of a pain. We buy compressed alfalfa hay bales for the rabbits because they don't eat that much. They can go like a month and a half probably on one bale, and they're expensive. Alfalfa in Texas is very expensive because it's not grown here. So we get the pellets, and that's how we can save a little money. And after a full day of playing and full bellies, it is sleepy time. Usually during crawfish season, we'll buy a bag or two, or Derek will buy a bag or two and cook some up for him and keep it in the freezer for when he wants to eat it. I don't eat them, but we put another bag or two in the stock tanks. They're good fish food. We have them here naturally anyway, so just to boost the population in our stock tanks. You're one of the lucky ones. Or food for fish. One by your foot. He's trying to bite her tail. He's playing with her tail. She let him do it. Shortly after I sheared these Shetlands, it got kind of colder. It got in the 40s at night time, and I think high of 50 one day. But they were having the greatest time running laps around the barn. They were loving life. They're just running around, hopping. Happy girls. Here they come again. Just doing happy laps. So 3 days of cool weather, and then we got back into the 80s. Katniss is a Southdown sheep, and she has a lot more lanolin and oils to her than the Shetlands do, so I have to degrease her first with Dawn dish soap, and then I shear her wet. That helps my blades get through all of that thick wool and oils and stuff, and it keeps the blade from overheating. Alright, now everybody's naked except for Gail, and I'm not gonna get a newborn little lamb a haircut, so here's Katniss. She knows she feels better. She's gotten way better over the years, and if you saw over there, she has like a poke from barbed wire that didn't look great, so I put betadine on it. She's not gonna let me see it. And she had one tick on her neck. I've never seen ticks on these sheep. All right here, so I put Betadine on that. It should be fine. Gimme. He's like, I don't know who you are. Some naked lady. You can drink better. I don't know if you can hear that, but we are selling 6 of our chickens that are already laying to a good friend who wanted some chicks, and where he was going to get them from is already sold out. This year is not the year to be picky about chicks because everybody wants chickens because of, I guess, the bird flu. It's even hard for us to get meat chickens again. So I got 2 black and copper Morans, and those are straight runs, so hopefully they're not roosters. I got 2 cinnamon queens, and those are just red ones, and then 2 buff Brahma. And I have 3 or 4 buff Brahma right now, but I think I'm going to sell a couple of those, so now I have some replacements. The only ones that are straight runs are the black and copper Morans. I've got a heater on the chicks, so they're okay. I've checked on them like every 5 minutes. The stories get all kind of jumbled through here. I wanted to clean the chicken coop first before I put these chicks in the brooder, but my pig has been sick, so I'll get to that story later. But here it is all clean, realistically clean, not Pinterest clean. You will have poop and you will have dust everywhere in the chicken coop. Pinterest lies. I'm just gonna go get them food and water and get the chicks put in here. Get the heating thing in there. I got the brooder all set up. I like to have baby size things because they make a mess a lot of times. Of course, when they're older, they make a bigger mess. But I just decided to go with normal size ones. So these are the black and copper Morans, and I do think one of them is a male, so that sucks. I'm gonna go get another one when I get back. These 2 are the cinnamon queen, and the last 2 are the buff Brahma, and those are all pullets, so we bought them that way. Cuties. Here's the buff Brahma when they get older. She's been acting weird. We thought it was the weather, but now she's just not eating. She came out here and laid in the grass while everybody else is eating. She has snot coming from her mouth. She has a cough now. So I'm going to give her antibiotics. The problem is giving it to her. It's just all pointing to pneumonia. Also going to give Madam Humphrey some Jumpstart. It has a lot of electrolytes and minerals that she needs just to try to make her feel better. And then I think we have some electrolytes for the water, so in her water I'll put that in there. Pigskin is tough, but they feel everything, so you have to just jab and go. Normally I'm not so rough with a needle. Okay, if you could see that, I tried to inject her at the end, but when I woke her up, she was startled and just ran away from me. And I got the electrolyte in her mouth, but she spit out some of it, so I don't know, maybe it helps. I'm gonna go do the water now. I tried to inject her and she ran off, and now she probably hates me, but we're gonna have to get her in the end. Got it. It wasn't pretty. We caught her between the fence and the cattle panel piece. And we got it all in. That was a wild run with Madam Pomfrey. However, if she's not feeling better tomorrow, we're going to do it again. We've known she was sick. We didn't know she was this sick when we kind of second guessed ourselves, and we were like, maybe it's the heat. She never has liked the heat, so I'm wishing her luck. She's one of our favorites. The turkeys here have been behaving so far. I have to check. Maybe I check the animals daily, but I have to check to make sure they're not overbreeding her, because that's happened before. And they'll start picking feathers on the back of her neck or down here, just mounting her. So I have to make sure she has this box so she can lay eggs in there. She usually lays them and then pecks them. So I've tried to incubate them a couple times and it's never worked. So I don't know. But at least she has a place to go to get away from the boys. But they're behaving themselves. It's just not natural to have them outnumbered, and it's not natural to have them in a place where they can't get away from them. So, but if we let them roam, the coyotes will get them. So, and the reason there's 3 anyway is because these are the survivors of that dog attack. I think I've said that several times, but that's why you can't free range your animals. Too many things out here will eat them. And that is why we let them out during the day while we're here. Stop. I have to close this because the goats will eat their food. But they get out and they get moved onto new grass. I kept them here a little too long. That'll recover. It's spring. If we get more rain. I can keep an eye on them here, and when they get hot and tired, especially her, she'll come like right here in the shade, so I know they're ready to go up. I have made the mistake of leaving them out before. I just forgot. And they were right next to their pen. All these animals, they will willingly go into their pens because we give them treats to go up. Oh, hey. There's another one over there. Rabbits everywhere. We had 1 day of rain yesterday, and the forecast shows rain almost every day in the 10-day. So Lily's not real close yet, but she is making milk. So we need to move her out of here into a pen where she can have her own house, but penned in by herself where she has her babies. I got the house out of Neville and Luna's since they're attempting to destroy it. The pigs are fine in the rain, and they have the trampoline for any hail. These don't stay dry underneath anyway, but we have provisions for piglets if they do. You can see they've been chewing on it over here, so they're not long from destroying this house. Might as well move it out and let somebody actually use it. We moved this, and now we're setting up a birthing farrowing pen for Lily, so we don't have to do it in the rain. I don't think she's that close yet, but we've got rain all over the forecast. And it turns out we didn't get any more, but at least we are prepared. We just make these little farrowing pins with a house in it, and then T-posts on the inside and outside, and then use hog panels as the fencing. We have to secure this very well because especially Lily will try anything to get out and eat right away. She does not want to wait her turn, especially when she has babies. Helga has been doing an amazing job with her 8 piglets. They are huge looking and only not even a month old yet. Helga's eating right now. We just got about 3 inches over the last 2 days, and her house is pretty muddy in here. She also keeps trying to move it into this hole, but it's fairly off of it now. So I'm going to move this, and then these babies are cold. and probably scared. So they went to the only dry spot, and Mama probably made that for them. So I'm gonna get the absorbent pellets for in there and then put some straw on top, and they should have a nice place to stay warm. Lily's over here, she's still not real milky, still the same amount of milk as she had before. This line, the Shelly line, there's only like 3 in the country that we know of. So we really have to work on her. Her mom only bred once and then never got pregnant again. They do have weight issues, I think, this line. Lily definitely does, and the way to take weight off of an animal is usually during the lactation. So she raises huge piglets, but we will just keep her on 4 pounds and not give her an increase. Normally, 2 days after they farrow, they start getting increases. They're normal 4 pounds and then half a pound per piglet extra. So she's getting 8 pounds of feed, and she's doing an amazing job with these piglets. But she is a super milky sow. She's a really good mom. The winds are going to be straight out of the north, so I'm putting the back on the piglets, and I'm going to move their house to where that back is going to block all that wind. I move the house. So I'm not going to screw it in, I'm just going to lean it against. I think tomorrow night's the 40 degrees, so that should keep them a lot warmer. I might push this back against the fence. Okay, let me get the rest of this out. Not a lot of places around here sell straw. So we go to Atwoods or Tractor Supply and get these compressed bales. It's not a horrible price. It's not gonna freeze, but there's a night that it's gonna get 40 and then a 41 and a 40 on the forecast, and then a high of 50 something, and these piglets have been used to 80 degrees. So what happens is pneumonia. And when it's a tiny little piglet, they don't have as much of a chance as the adults do. So we're trying to avoid the pneumonia, anything. Mom will keep them pretty warm with her milk, but I'm gonna do everything I can to keep them healthy too. Here's how this one turned out. They'll be significantly warmer than they were. They're still out with Mama. Oh, here's one. Still getting milk. And just because these bags are falling apart and she's the next one due, I'm gonna do her house too. And here's Lily's. The chunk's in there, she'll move around, she'll make it to where how she wants it. She's got a whole bunch of hay in her mouth, which would mean she's nesting. Or trying to nest. So I may put the box in here. I'm really confused because I don't have her due till the night. Okay, I'm gonna give her her box. I don't want her to not have it just in case. Because today is the 30th of March. I don't hate it, it's fine. And she's not eating. She's nesting instead. Bruni either lost the babies or never got pregnant the last time she was bred, so I was a little suspicious. These babies are probably gonna be weaned tomorrow. They're eating with Mama, and this is empty every day. I come in here twice a day. I gave them this water way down here so they could drink from it, and you can tell it's been drunk from, but I don't know if it's Sophia or not. So they have a couple places to get it. I had to do this quick because they're processing chickens with the neighbor. But I got all the baby bunnies and got them weaned. And now I need to add apple cider vinegar to their water. Because anytime you have a diet change like that, you want to make sure they're not having tummy troubles. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I was getting worried about Rooney, but I see lots of hair and it's moving. Yay! Good job, Rooney. Springtime is obviously a popular time to come and visit because we have so many babies. Also spring break with kids and stuff. So we had to get these trees in order and clean up all the raccoon poop from the platform and get everything situated for the zip line to run smoothly. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I upload Wednesdays and Sundays, and you can keep watching us grow our farm. Have a good one.